Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight I'm here to react to a video that was sent to me and also mentioned several times by some of you guys. This is Nikki Phillippi's her dog's morning routine, and I figured we will watch it together and see what it's all about. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so if you have come across this video and you're confused as to why I'm reacting to it, why would I react to a video like this, I will link my two other videos regarding this influencer in my description box. She is under a lot of criticism right now, rightfully so. She deserves every ounce of it, in my opinion, because she chose to have her dog put down after the dog nipped her toddler. The toddler was trying to get the dog's food. It's a long story, so please check those out if you're unfamiliar, but let's get into it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Now today, for today's video, I am really excited because I think that this is literally the cutest video that I have ever uploaded to my channel ever. Literally, as I was watching the footage back, I was like, this is so cute. You're only not gonna find this cute if your heart is made of coal. That's my opinion. It's really cute.
Heart is made of coal. Wow, that didn't age very well, did it?
I'm excited to jump right into my doggy morning routine. Two things before we hop right in. First thing, this video is sponsored by the Furbo dog camera, and I had never heard of this thing.
I'd love to know what Furbo thinks about this 3 years later, 4 years later. I would love to know what they have to say about this situation.
Before, when they reached out, and literally, I am now obsessed. This thing is so cute, and it lets all of my fellow dog moms and dog dads help their fur.
See, I don't agree with that. I know that this is an older video, but you cannot call yourself a dog mom and then make the type of decision that she did. Being called a dog mom is an absolute privilege. I know that maybe some people throw that around, but in my opinion, if you're a dog mom, it's because you are actually, you know, taking care of your dog. The dog's health and best interest is always front and center, and you would never do what she did.
I'm going to be showing you how I use this in my routine, or how we use this in our routine now that we have one. The second thing is, if you are not already subscribed to my channel, feel free, that's what I always say, feel free to click that subscribe button.
No.
And also click the bell button so that you get notified every time I upload a video. I don't want
No.
to call myself the routine queen because I feel like that's weird to call yourself that, but I do a lot of routine videos and this one is just taking it over the top. So let's hop right in.
And she has her stupid Young Living diffuser in the back there. Hopefully she's not diffusing oils that are toxic to animals. I'll pop up a list right here in case any of you want to know. I've talked about that in my Young Living anti-MLM video, how a lot of these Hunbots will just shove their oils, you know, all over their downline and their Instagram followers and YouTube subscribers, and they do not educate people that there are certain oils that are toxic to dogs and cats if they are used in the home. And that is something that is so vital, so important, because guess what? Young Living and none of these Hunbots are going to be paying for your your dog's vet bill when they end up getting sick, or your cat's emergency vet appointment, because you bought these stupid oils and you were not educated by the distributor on what should and shouldn't be used around animals.
All right, so the puppies actually don't sleep with us. They have their own little bedroom type situation out in our garage. So first thing in the morning, I come downstairs and I get the pup.
Okay, so the whole thing, how they sleep in the garage, I'm not going to judge her too hard, but the thing that I will say is I hope that their garage is climate controlled if they are going to put their dogs out there. I know that there are other people that have a setup like this where a kennel is in the garage. So I'm not going to come too hard, but I will say that a garage can get very, very cold and very, very hot depending on where you live and what kind of seasons you experience. So I would hope that it's a climate controlled area and the dogs have plenty of water to stay hydrated. I don't know. I like my dog to sleep in my room, on my bed, under my covers, but I'm also a little weird and that might be a little bit over the top for some people. But I also kind of look at it like, if my dog's not feeling well in the middle of the night, I want him to be able to get my attention. I don't want him locked in a separate room. So I don't like this, but I also realize that it's not completely unheard of. I personally, not a fan.
Good morning.
Babies. And then right after I get them, I bring them straight upstairs and we all pile into bed and hang out together as a family. We like to spend, I've told you guys this before in our routine videos, we like to spend a good amount of time with the pups, just cuddling and kissing. And
keep in mind that this is Bowser, the same dog that they tried to build this narrative that he was such a crazy, aggressive animal and he just couldn't be controlled outside the walls of their house, and they always had to keep an eye on him. And in the end of this video, I'm also going to include a clip. Of course, it'll be a trigger warning, but I want to show you guys the dynamic that they built between this small dog and Bowser, because it's alarming the way that they kind of pin these two dogs against each other and didn't give either of the dogs the tools to, you know, have training or go through behavioral therapy or anything like that. And I think that Bowser did need a lot of attention that was never given to him.
really just like loving on them. We have them to love them. So we spend some time cuddling with them.
This sweet, sweet dog, I see this sweet dog Bowser and I cannot understand. I just can't understand how anyone could look at this dog with this demeanor and know his background and realize that he wasn't given the proper training and the proper time and attention that so many other families could have given him. And it just, my heart's been in pieces to think of how he's not even here. So it doesn't matter how much we yell and scream and make videos and get upset. This decision has already been made. So at this point, all of this content is to hopefully get people's attention so that this couple is going to have to be held accountable for what they did.
And after we're done with that, we head downstairs, and you guys know the drill. I like to open up my windows. Oh yeah. And then we feed the pups.
You guys hungry?
So today, Bowser and Zoe are especially excited because they're...
I need Dad Challenge podcast grammar police right here because she definitely said especially. It's especially.
Getting a very yummy breakfast consisting of not only their normal like dry food, but also this chicken and rice formula wet food. And so we mixed it into one bowl. Actually, more specifically, Dan mixed it into one bowl and then he took his little knife.
I know that a lot of people feed their dogs wet food, and to each is their own. Like I'm not a nutritionist, I'm not a vet, so I'm not here to, you know, give a bunch of commentary on a dog's diet, but I have to say wet dog and cat food, the smell of it will literally make me throw up in my mouth. It's so disgusting.
We mixed it up while the doggies patiently wait for their food, and we don't want to make them wait any longer. So then it's time to feed them. Now this is the only time that Zoe scarfs down on her food and eats the whole bowl, licks it clean. Bowser's so cute. He delicately eats it. He's so excited. I think he tries to savor every last bite. So
look at how gentle this dog is. Look at how gentle he is. God, this like really rips at my heartstrings. But this is what I'm saying. If they're feeding him in the kitchen, I could only imagine a small toddler running around. Bowser is confined to this little corner. He's trying to eat and he's obviously, you know, taking his time. He's one of those dogs that really enjoys his mealtime. You know, a lot of dogs will just scarf it down and it's on to the next thing. He's obviously one of those dogs that likes to take his time, and to know that there was an unsupervised toddler running around disturbing this dog where he could have no time to himself to enjoy his meal really pisses me off. There should have been a baby gate. There should have been, like I said, a crate. Watch my last video. I kind of went through that stuff in more detail. But you cannot just put the dog's food down. He's trying to enjoy his meal, and then you have a toddler running all around who doesn't know how to be gentle with dogs. And I can only imagine. I think that Bowser had had enough. He had already had his ear damaged for over a month and had cauliflower ear because of this toddler. Now he's trying to enjoy his meal, which obviously turned into a problem. And you guys know the rest of the story from there, sadly.
And it is time to head outside. So I take Zoe out of her diaper so she can go potty outside. Bowser comes running super excitedly, and it's actually rose season right now at our house. So it's really just lovely to be back there, and we head into the back, and then Dan plays catch with Bowser. I think this might be Bowser's favorite part of the day, getting to go in the backyard, soak up the sun, be with us, play catch, and just run around and work out some energy.
I feel like this part of the video, to me, this feels very much like a show. It feels like this is content. And I could be wrong, allegedly, in my opinion, I don't believe that both of them go outside every morning and play catch with the dog. I think that a lot of days it's just let the dog go outside, and that lack of human interaction, especially once you have a child in the house and the dogs aren't being attended to like they need to be, it can turn into a recipe for disaster. But this part of the video feels very much scripted, very much, oh, let's show them what we do every morning. And in my opinion, I would almost bet that this was not a daily routine.
Bowser and bull terriers in general, if you know anything about bull terriers, have a lot of energy. So getting to burn off that energy like this is really important for him. And then Zoe just likes to model with the roses and look extra cute and just run around with me and go pop.
She really likes to act like she knows so much about this breed. It's absolutely ridiculous to act like you know so much and then to do so little to actually help this dog is jarring, and it's absolutely a lazy and irresponsible dog owner.
And also soak up some sun. Zoe is for sure a little sun goddess, and obviously mommy's little princess too. And then once we're done with our outside festivities, we head inside. Zoe goes back in her diaper. People ask me a lot of questions about her diaper. She doesn't actually go in her diaper. She just wears it because it prevents her from piddling in the house. She was never really potty trained, so the diaper stops her from going. That was actually a hack that was given to me from Madison Miller. So
now here's the question I have. I don't know a whole lot about little dogs, okay? So preface this statement, I don't know a lot about small dogs. But as far as putting a diaper on a dog, why wasn't the dog potty trained? Did she get this dog as a puppy and didn't put in the work? Because I think that that would speak to the issues that Bowser faced later in his life and during his life as well. So, you know, and even if the dog wasn't potty trained, if the dog was adopted, then that could have been part of what you could have provided to the dog. You potty train the dog. No dog, and I will always go back to this, in my opinion, no dog is too old to learn a new trick. I realize that some dogs as they get older are very stubborn, but I also believe that it is in the owner's hands to put in the work and put in the dedication and bring in a trainer if needed, and make sure that your dog doesn't have to run around the house in a diaper. And more importantly, with Bowser, it would have saved his life if proper training was involved, and not just on Bowser's half, but also them training their child, period.
Bowser will hang out downstairs with Dan or kind of go wherever Dan goes. And then when I go upstairs and I get ready and do my hair and my makeup, Zoe loves to watch. It's the cutest thing, guys. I am not even making this up. She literally watches me while I get ready in the morning. It is so cute. She actually just loves watching me/us do human things in general. It's really funny. She'll like stand off to the side and observe us while we're doing human things. But she has a little doggy bed, as you can see, right off where I do my makeup. And so she'll frequently watch or fall asleep. And just, you can tell she's so peaceful while I'm getting ready to go. So there.
Seems like Zoe is the one that gets a little bit more time and patience in this house based on what I have seen and heard. And it sort of seems like Bowser became more of an inconvenience for them as he got older and once they had the child in the house. And there is nothing that pisses me off more than when a dog is all of a sudden treated as an inconvenience to the owners, whether or not kids are a part of the picture or not. Dogs deserve the same amount of time, attention, and love, no matter how old they are, no matter how long they've been with you. And in my opinion, that is one of the many departments where they failed this dog.
I'm ready to take on the day, looking fancy. We totally put the dogs in that position. I can't even lie to you guys. And then now I'm going to be showing you the first.
And remember, this dog, Bowser, is interacting with this little Zoe dog in such a friendly manner. This is not some sort of Cujo that they made him out to be.
Furbo. So the Furbo not only has a built-in camera, but also it has a little area to dispense treats. That is my favorite part about the Furbo because it really allows you to like reach out and tell your dogs that you love them even when they're not there. Now I can't lie, Zoe is actually like, she just lets Bowser.
Pretty sure Bowser would rather have human interaction than have a bunch of treats popping out of a machine.
Take the treats.
Be a good boy, okay? We'll be watching.
So
Bowser was a good boy, and he was failed by both of his owners.
then it was time for us to head out and go get some lunch. I wanted to show you a little bit of a better shot of my OOTD, even though this is their routine. Sorry, pups, not trying to steal the spotlight here, but I thought I would show you what I was wearing that day. Ooh. And then we went to get some lunch. It's a really good Mexican food place, and we decided to check in on the pups. The other cool thing is it actually alerts you if your dog is barking, and if you leave them at night, the camera has a built-in night vision. So that's pretty cool.
We just got to the grocery store, and we're becoming addicted checking in on the dogs. So they're hanging out in the living room. We can't stop looking. They're so cute. We're gonna give Bowser a treat.
Bowser!
Guys, when I say that we became obsessed, like
There
we
he
became
is.
obsessed. We fed him 37 treats while we were gone.
Good boy. Bowser, can you hear me?
If this number is accurate and they gave that dog 37 treats on a short afternoon, trip that they were on, that's absolutely ridiculous. I realize what the intention of this Furbo is, but to just continue throwing treats at this dog, there's no positive reinforcement. Why wouldn't you have just maybe given him a couple of treats? But this excessive tossing of the treats is just ridiculous. Just relentlessly tossing treats at this dog was not teaching him anything. Maybe instead of going for this rendezvous at Disneyland and going out to lunch, they should have been spending this time in person with the dog, interacting with him, and giving him treats because he listened to a command, or there was, there's something else besides just this machine popping out treats. And I realize that this was only for one video, but I also think that it really speaks to their level of lazy when it came to Bowser and making sure that he had the proper tools to, continue to be a good boy. He was vastly let down, in my opinion.
I think they miss us.
Oh, or they don't because they've got treats instead. It's just so cool to be able to reach out and show them that you love them even when you're not home, and it's so fun. Hi, doggies! Oh, baby! Hi! Come on! like your fur bow? Oh, I know. You guys have a good day. Yeah. So that is the end of this video, guys. Be sure to click the link down below if you want to check out Furbo.
No, we're not clicking any links for you. So that's her little video that I was sent, and you know, honestly, the more and more I learn about this situation, I think that they were lazy dog owners. I think that, you know, her husband Dan had Bowser as a puppy. They started dating and got married, and I believe that she, over time, got into his head that Bowser was more an inconvenience than a commodity or something that they should pour time and attention into. And I just feel like Bowser was ultimately failed by both of these people. As far as the Furbo, you know, no hate to the company. They didn't know that things would turn out this way. But as far as influencers pushing this device, I know I've seen a ton of influencers doing videos with Furbo. I'll tell you guys what we do for Axel. We don't have a Furbo. We don't have a treat dispensing machine because he doesn't need to have treats thrown at him during the day while we're at work. But we do have a camera, and we can check it from our phones, and it will alert us. It does everything that the Furbo does besides throw treats out. When Axel is getting a treat, it's because he's being rewarded for good behavior. It is not because I'm waiting in the line at Starbucks and I'm bored. That to me isn't teaching him anything. And once in a while, can it be fun? Sure. It is just something that is not necessary, in my opinion. So those are my thoughts on this. Oh, I also want to I'll throw up the clip right here. I'm not going to react to it. Take a look at this video and then I will check in with you guys.
Oh my God.
So basically what was happening in that clip was Dan was using Zoe, the small dog, almost as a toy, as a way to antagonize Bowser and get him going and get him excited. That clip I saw this morning and it absolutely made my blood boil, to not only put the small dog, Zoe, in a situation where she's being, you know, used as a almost like a piece of tug of war. Like I don't know what his intentions were, but as far as the audacity to later on try to claim that Bowser was some sort of aggressive dog that nobody else could own, we're the only people that can own him. It's just ridiculous. And the more and more footage that comes out and the more and more info that comes out, you really can tie it back to Nikki and Dan just being asinine, idiot dog owners, in my opinion. And I realize that that is strong language. However, I have a zero tolerance for this couple. And I believe that, you know, Micah and James Stauffer were terrible for what they did to their adoptive son. This is a decision that ended this dog's life. That's a permanent decision. That's not a situation where the dog is now living a better life in a different home. The dog is no longer living, period. And that is way too much of a permanent decision for these people to have any ounce of compassion for me personally. So that's going to be it for this video. I might react to another one of her videos depending on what I find, because I think that it really foreshadows what happened in the future, and all that it does is confirm, at least for me, what bad dog owners they were when they had Bowser. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment, and if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.